On today's episode of Kerbal Space Program. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh jeez. Or we'll just fly it. Yeah, that works too. Okay. The hell am I doing? I can save Jebediah. I don't have structure stuff yet. Oh lord. Oh jeez. I can save Jebediah. No! Hello and welcome to No Host Needed YouTube channel, but more importantly, the Kerbal Space Program. The start of the Kerbal Space Program, No Host Needed Space Initiative. We will go to the moon. We will go to, well, frankly, all the other planets, because I don't know the other planets yet, because I don't really know much about this game. I have been playing this game off and on since probably 2016. And in those 10 years, I have realized I have learned nothing. I have achieved nothing. I have accomplished zero in this game. I've been practicing since the Artemis 2 launch, whatever. That got me back into this game like it did for a lot of people. Shout out to those people who now play this game because of that. I got back into it during that time. And I started learning how to do all these techniques, how to do maneuvers, how to the Delta V. So I did all this in efforts so that while you're watching this series, you won't be looking at a water-brained version of myself playing Kerbal Space Program. You'll be watching a less water-brained version of myself go through all the trials and tribulations of Kerbal Space Program, which there are quite a few. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, we are on science mode, so that means we have nothing. And frankly, this won't take us to the moon. Do we have a parachute? Okay, we do. So, in science mode, let me explain what we're doing first. In science mode, there's no money cap. Everything's already all upgraded. In the career mode, you have to upgrade these different facilities, and they unlock different, techniques, technologies, whatever. In science mode, it only deals with up here. These little science nodes you get from doing experiments in space, different biomes, different layers of the atmosphere, maybe while you're under a re-entry burn or something like that. But the entire point of this playthrough will be to finish out this entire tree, which I don't really know how hard it is. I imagine it will be insanely hard, especially for me, because I don't really. We're gonna learn as we go through this. But this will be a great time, getting through all of this. It's a reverse bottleneck, you see, boom, start, researched, fantastic. We researched the start. This, I imagine we'll get to probably here in today's episode. So let's go back to the vehicle assembly, and let's go ahead and craft our first rocket, which is basically just a thumb. So the first order of business on our first launch would be to get science. It's the name of the game. We need to get science. Crew report, bang. 1.5 science, you're not going to get much science because you're already on the ground. And then, this is what I learned in my, I would probably say like 2-month crash course of Kerbal Space Program. These little Kerbals can get out, and they get a separate report that is worth more, which I can transmit it. I will not do that. I'll just keep it. And board. I've been playing on Xbox, so bear with me while I try and figure out these controls. So this was the most anticlimactic launch you will ever see in existence. It's over already before it began. We are going to revert. No, we're not going to revert. We're going to... How do I recover vessel? Or we'll just fly it. Yeah, that works too. It's a little bit of a waste of time, but that's okay. So that little booster there got us into... These are all separate atmospheres, I believe, or layers. Oh my gosh. I forgot to put something on it, so we are going to put mystery goo. Which, frankly, I don't really know what it is. Can I have the toggle snap, please? Thank you. Frankly, I don't know what mystery goo is. I'm sure it's a Kerbal delicacy. Kerb, I don't know. We're going ahead to launch. This first launch, what we do here, frankly, nothing's going to happen. We're going to observe mystery goo. Which I don't know if observing all of them will yield 369 science. But it's worth a try. Okay, you get one. Okay, it looks like you get one use of mystery goo. So we're gonna put this there. Okay, the next flight. This is the next flight. I'm gonna go ahead and talk over it for a little bit. The first, like, 3 or 4 flights got all jumbled up because I'm getting used to it on the PC. But a big shout out to Mike Abel and Matt Lown, which they are big, huge KSP creators. And I watched their videos to prepare for these videos. So I knew what the hell I was doing, or at least knew a little bit of what I was doing, which in reality I really did not know what I was doing. I know how to click on some things and click off of some things and pretty much just get research done. So a big shout out to those two guys. Also, if you hate this, leave it in the comments. Say, oh, we want more Minecraft. Oh, we want another game. If you hate it, leave it in the comments. If you love it, well, you can just watch it. Okay, now that we have a couple flights under our belt, we can go to the Research and Development Center, whatever it's called, and we can research. Oop. Okay, it went through. Holy crap, there we go. Which we have enough for... I think that's it. So now this is where boys become men, and men become Kerbals. We have to build a new, non-thumb looking rocket ship. Well, it'll still probably look like a thumb, but that's just, you know, that's how it has to be. If there are any cool tips or tricks that you would like me to know about, you can leave them in the comments as well, and I will look at them and I will say thank you to whoever leave them in the comments. And if you want to be shouted out in the next KSP video, I will. Also, here is Subway Surfers next to it, just to keep your attention. Don't worry, I'm just joking. I think very highly of the people who view this. I imagine they're giant geniuses, as in giant-brained geniuses with an IQ of 200. Although... maybe actually put up Subway Surfers again. I'm editing this right now and I'm watching Subway Surfers and damn. That ping noise is pretty nice. Whoa, we got a power up. Holy crap. Oh, okay. It turned off. Oh, back to the video, I guess. Okay, I imagine this is what most people's second rocket looks like in science mode. So I mean, it's not a spectacle or anything, but we're gonna go ahead and take some readings. Log temperature, got that science. This one we'll save for when we're up in the atmosphere. I don't think this thing will get in orbit, obviously. I also don't think... I think we will get into above the atmosphere. So let's go ahead and see it. The staging is messed up, so we can go ahead and activate that engine. Make it go faster. Which the science in this game does that you cannot repeat it. Like I already observed mystery goo at this altitude, so I won't be able to do it again. So I have to wait till I get here and here to observe mystery goo and get the science for that. Whoa, I didn't know I could do this. Plus or minus will work. Yep. Cool. So now since we are in this dark blue, whatever atmosphere, we can observe this mystery goo and get some science, 9 science. We can go ahead and do a crew report. 4.5 science. I think, how fast are we moving? Okay, I'm going to let that slow down a little bit more before I get Jebediah out the capsule, which it is coming down to a stop pretty quickly. I think he'll be fine now. If he doesn't, if he flies out, or I mean if he falls off the craft, I'm pretty sure he has an... Oh, it's obstructed. Well, frankly, it's not obstructed. Okay, it's kind of obstructed. That's fine. No EVA report right now, but we will do it the second reading of the thermometer. And I think that... Ooh. Oh, no, I did good. I did good. I was about to say, I didn't think I had a decoupler here, which I do, which we can now decouple. I don't think I want to... Well, I think it just arms the parachute. So go ahead and press space. That did nothing. I think it was targeting this, but there we go. So as we wait for this to fall back down to the Kerbal, not the Earth, we will go ahead and speed it up. A quick shout out to the sponsors of this channel. They make this possible. They make me able to do everything that I'm doing here today. Shout out to my eyeballs and my brain. And that's pretty much it for today. So shout out to those two items, eyeballs and brain. You make things happen. Thank you. Oh, we get a little extra science. Look at that. All right. Okay, so you do get a little bit. You get like a little bit less science for redoing experiments, which is good to know, because some of these experiments can give you hundreds, sometimes thousands. I think I might be talking on my ass when I say that, but sometimes thousands of science points, which we have 35 science. We can go back to research and development and get more. I think we'll be able to get 2, because these are worth 18 and 15. We'll go ahead and get that. And this is 20. We'll get that too. So now we don't have to deal with this poop-looking rocket anymore. We can get rid of it and build something better, which is the whole point of the game. Innovation, whatever. Build a cool rocket, build a bad rocket, build an okay rocket, blow up in space, blow up on the moon, blow up on, you know, in the space hangar, blow up on the launch pad. It's all in the name of the game. What the hell am I doing? Well, frankly, I like the look of that. I like how confident I'm being in building this. We're going to go for something really cool here. Really neat, really awesome. This one should be able to go into orbit. Hopefully. Okay, I gotta check the staging. I'm not good at this. Gimbal, or what is that? Is that swivel? Yes, swivel. Okay, swivel, thumpers, decouple, shoot. Okay, we're good. Okay, we got some new tech on board. We got a barometer, which we can log pressure. 3.6 science for just sitting on the launch pad. How about that? How about them Kerbal apples, man? Then we're just going to go ahead and launch, because why not? Why not? Whoops, I forgot to turn on SAS. It's wiggly. I don't have structure stuff yet. Oh, Lord. Oh, jeez. It slowed down. I also have to remember that I need to manually turn on this throttle. It's not just automatically 100%. We'll go ahead and snap to prograde and watch as this puppy flies up into the atmosphere. I didn't realize this was going to have so much fuel. I think we could have gotten into orbit probably. Alright, well, that is okay. Once this goes into the black, we will observe mystery goo. Okay. We will take temperature readings. Okay, there we go. Get the pressure data. Oh, I have to use the other one. Get the pressure data. We're going to go ahead and turn off that engine. So this is the first time in No Host Needed history that we are beyond the atmosphere. Look at all that. I'm sure there are some Kerbal flat earthers out there. Kerbal flat earthers. We'll go ahead and take a picture for the Kerbal flat earthers. Oh, look at the curve. Look at the curve. Oh, it's curving. Well, frankly, it curves at the end of the curve. It's actually a giant waterfall that falls down into hell. Okay. That sounds like a great theory. Thank you. We'll also do a crew report. And we will also do an EVA report from Jebediah. Once again, these hatches are obstructed. They're not obstructed. Okay, it's a little obstructed. We'll fix that later. Frankly, we got everything we need from this. So we can go ahead and speed up a little bit. We're going to be coming in hot. No, go to retrograde. Go to retrograde. Rookie mistake by me. Rookie mistake. We're going to go to retrograde. We're going to burn what little fuel we have left. We are going to detach. Hopefully none of these canisters will burn up. I don't think they will. We'll slow down. The air will slow us down. And we will pop our chute. Oh, Lord. How flat is this? Hopefully it doesn't roll. Okay, we're good. It's flat enough. We will recover. Got a good amount of science on that run. We now have 52 science, which is absolutely fantastic. We are well on our way. 34 science left, and all of these cost 45. So, looks like we need to get back to work. Get rid of this awful monstrosity, which now I think we have... Okay, we have radial decouplers, which means... Well, I think we could have gotten to orbit with the last rocket, but now we can definitely get into orbit with this new rocket that we are going to build here. Also, we have more fuel tanks. I need to figure out a way how to zoom in faster. And actually, instead of sticking everything on the capsule like an absolute noob, you gutless noob, we are going to make a structural bay thingy, something of the sort. But we're going to attach it to the cabin. Heat shield under the service bay. And this is, I learned this from, I think it's Mike Aben. And then you can, oh, where are my tools? There we go. You can slide it up so it's not exposed on the outside, and it kind of just fits in there. Which, I don't think it matters all too much that it's in the cockpit right now. But here's the cool part. Here's the really cool part. Shout out Mike Aben. I think it's Mike Aben. Please let me double check that. It is Mike Aben. I was correct. So here's the cool part, which I imagine people who've played and are playing currently Kerbal Space Program will be like, this is one of the most Neanderthal tactics. This is one of the most noobish tactics, you gutless noob. But this is the cool part. You get all of your science, and you smack it on there. Look at this. Boom. Oh, I want a barometer on there too. There you go. Boom. Thermometer. Boom. So when we're in space, we can go, oh man, where's all my science? There it is. Boom. Science capsule. Then we can attach a, whatever you call this thing. Decoupler. Go ahead and zoom out a little bit, because this rocket's going to get a little bigger. That's probably good enough. Now here comes the awesome, more awesome part than the cargo bay. Radial decouplers. What? What? Now that's what I'm talking about. What goes on them? 4 thumpers. Count them, 4 thumpers. With new and improved. Did I get it? I did get it. With new and improved aerodynamic cones. Woo! Now we're talking. Once again, a swivel, because it has the gimbal feature that allows us to steer. Obviously some fins. We'll actually go ahead and throw these small fins on the main rocket and these bigger fins on the boosters, which this is looking good. But we need a little bit more survivability. Since we have a little bit more weight on this particular capsule that will be splashing down, we will need a drogue chute. Like in a, I don't know, they use them in drag races sometimes. So this rocket looks pretty good. I think we're set to launch. Let's take a look at the staging, which for this particular one, we are going to have the gimbal main rocket launch at a separate time, probably when these are all burned up. I'm not going to mess with thrust limiting. I think we're fine. Alright, we have no new science that we can test on the surface, so we can go ahead and launch this puppy, which I think I will set this on just a little bit so we can get a little bit more better steering, and we can try to do I think it's called a gravity turn. We can try and go out and away instead of up and away. You can kind of just mix the two movements together so you can get a better orbit. We'll go ahead and snap to prograde. Those need to burn out quick. Okay. Let those go. And now we should have better... Oh my gosh. That scared me. That's kind of loud in my headphones. We will now have better maneuverability because we have the gimbal. Which, that was not a gravity turn whatsoever. I think we were going too fast. But that's okay. This is not getting in orbit. Frankly, this is not getting in orbit. This is, frankly, one of the worst rockets I've ever made. Frankly, this sucks bad. Since we're not getting in orbit, we will go ahead and just shut off the engine. Do our tests, which I think we've already done. But this time we can get an EVA report with Jeb, 8 Science, okay, I'm going to land this, and then we're going to mess with the thrust limiters on the thumpers, and then come back up. What the hell just passed by? What was that? Untitled spacecraft debris. Okay. Okay, it's getting a little shaky. Good thing we have those drogue chutes. Are we over the ocean? What is this? I can't see. It's way too dark. Something just splashed over there. I don't know what the hell that was. Oh, okay. We earned a little bit more science. We have enough for 1, which I think will be basic science. Yeah, we'll definitely go with this. Just so we can get more science. You gotta invest. Okay. That last launch was basically meaningless. I got kind of no science from it, but enough to get another science unlock. So, I think we will... This is good, but we will tweak it a little bit. Obviously, these need to come down to, like... I don't know. If I said I knew, I would be talking out of my butt. We'll do 70. Because we were going a little bit too fast, I couldn't control the thing. Or, another option is... Actually, yes, we'll go with that option. We are just going to have all liquid fuel boosters. I'm not really too sure what the advantage of all liquid fuel boosters is, other than we can slap a gimbal on there and steer better. So, okay. Here's the deal. We unlock new science. Science Junior. I say, for now, we ditch this primitiveness in favor of a Science Junior. Junior. Just like, crap, what's his name? It's not George Clooney. It's in the, Last Crusade, Indiana Jones' The Last Crusade. Crap, what is that dude's name? Sean Connery. It's Sean Connery. I didn't even have to look that up. Shout out to me. Sean Connery. He says, Junior, we have a Science Junior here. Okay, we need a heat shield. From my experience from the past month or so of playing this game, really, these things kind of don't do well on re-entry. So it's a good thing we have radiator panels here. We can go ahead and slap some on there. We'll probably just throw on 2. Get a little bit of that heat off. And I would like to add a little bit more since we unlocked quite a few more items. We have battery for the... I think it's the reaction wheel in here. I don't know. I think it's like a... helps the craft move. We also got a high gain antenna, but we're just going to go for a Computron. I think that should be good for our next flight. Remember how I said I know Delta V? Let me rephrase that. I know of Delta V by I know the words Delta and V. With that being said, let's go ahead and launch this puppy. By golly, look at that. It's beautiful. Frankly, we're not launching it, though. We're just going to grab this. And... recover. I gotta penny pinch these science points. It's what has to be done. Okay. Real launch this time. Why is it spinning? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Cut the engines. Cut the engines. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Okay. I can save Jebediah. I can save Jebediah. I can save Jebediah. I can save Jebediah. No! Alright. That didn't happen. That was frankly a computer simulation that went awry. We're going to revert back to vehicle assembly because there's some glaring flaws in this. I'll fix it real quick. Okay, I didn't do much to it, but I think we're good. I think I just gotta cool it on the turning a little bit. Let it get some speed. And then we can start turning. It starts to roll. Oh, Lord. Why is it rolling? No. Okay, we're good. Just slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. Okay, back to the drawing board. I don't think I have enough maneuverability. I'm sure I do, and I'm sure the world's worst Kerbal Space Program player could get this in a gravity turn. But we're going to do it the Neanderthal primitive way with up and to the side. I should have put... Actually, I can do this right now. Look at that staging. We adapt and overcome. Okay, with this, we can start turning to the side, because I don't think we're going to do any more spinning. Alright, we're going to cut the engines for a minute. Take a look at our course. Plan out a maneuver node, potentially just to see if we can achieve orbit. Ooh, it's a wonky one. I want one good... Ooh. 122. Okay, what can we get away with? $74? Okay, I think this will work. One good wonky orbit. Because frankly, I need to do that in order for anything to happen in this episode, or else it'll just feel like a complete loss. We'll go ahead and switch to maneuver on the... I don't know what SAS means. Probably safety, assist, supervision. Well, that's what we'll go with. And RCS stands for Rover Controlled Services. I don't know. That'd be crazy if I just sniped it and it actually was Rover Controlled Services. It's definitely not. It's 100% not. But that would be cool. We'll go ahead and warp to this node. About 32 seconds. I think we can start burning now, frankly. Or, let's go ahead and move the maneuver mode. Or node, rather, here. We'll get a more uniform orbit. Still a little bit lopsided, but that's okay. We can warp to it again. Make sure we're on maneuver and we can boost. Hopefully there will be enough fuel to, you know, burn in retrograde and we can fall back down. But I do not know. If it gets a little hairy here... Looks like we're fine, looks like we're fine. Looks fine, looks fine. We're not going to go that big, though. Alright, slow down, slow down, slow, 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 slow. Yeah, we don't need... This is perfect. We don't need that much. Awesome. Okay. We are now in orbit. World's first. By world's first, I mean world's first no-host needed orbit. That's a great accomplishment. So now we get to do the science. Frankly, we get to do the science now. Junior, with the Space Junior. Science Junior, sorry. 37.5 science. Now, can I transmit that? Let's take a peek back at this. Review data. Okay, I only get 18 science for that. We're going to crash down with that. We are going to do a crew report, even if it gets us... Oh, cool. Okay. Since we are in orbit around Kerbin, I think that unlocks more science for us to gather. Go ahead and board again. He did all he could. Shout out to you, Jebediah. Your service is well appreciated. Click closed doors. We are going to... Oh, because that note's still there. That scared me for a second. We're going to go around one time, just for the sake of... I don't know. For the sake of sake. We're going to speed it up. Look at that, taking the view. It's dark. Okay, too many times. That's fine. We'll go on one more time so we can land on a lighted up area. Okay. Go ahead and go in retrograde. Lord, please be enough fuel. Which, if I knew how to read or look at delta V, I think I would be able to say, oh, this isn't enough, this is enough. Where's the fun in that? Okay, where do I want to land? Well, frankly, I don't think I get to pick. This looks pretty flat. We'll land there. And we are re-entering. This is where Kerbals become Kerbals. Alright, Jebediah. Let's go ahead and burn a tiny bit. Whoa. Looks like we just shrunk. Oh, Lord. What's burning up? What's burning up? If it's the batteries, that's... Oh, no! Oh, Lord. Get it. Okay, it looks like we took the brunt of the burn on the heat shield. So now we're just coasting. Which we need to slow down a little bit. Drogue shoots. Awesome. A nice flat area. This is perfect. Look at that. That was like, I would say that's our first real rocket. Orbit and science. That was fantastic. Why can't he get out of the hatch? You know, you can play this game by just winging it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We have 75 science. Frankly, this episode is coming to a close, but I think we will unlock something right now. Struts would be very nice so we don't get a lot of wobbles, but also the Terrier. Okay, we are going to go with rocketry. Advanced, that of. Okay, I think this is where we will leave this episode. We got a lot accomplished. We got, frankly, it's not a lot of the tree unlocked. I imagine this is the easy stuff. I imagine this is the easy stuff. From going here to here will be unfathomably difficult, at least in my mind. If not, you can leave a comment and say, hey, no host needed. It's not that bad. You just gotta keep working at it. I'll say, thank you, person who left a comment. I'll shout you out in the next video. So if you enjoyed this episode, shout out to you. You are the GOAT. If you watched this long, shout out to you. You are the GOAT. Subscribe, leave a comment, say what's up, and also, goodbye.